To an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Let's go, fellas.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Zebra.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Well, this is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's track. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Go.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Kings.
54.
Man, I got you. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Pistol.
Wide. Get wide. Check. Crunch.
Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Wilson going deep here for Bryant. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now Mayfield. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Alert! Alert! Hey, Zoo!
Mike 54! Mike 54!
First down, Mayfield. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. That's a strong running. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the Seahawks 37-yard line. Hey, Alpha!
54.
On second down and 4, Mayfield. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
4 down.
From the gun, Mayfield. And they'll get this down to the 10. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is all the way up past the 25. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how they're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Wilson. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
50 seconds to Mike. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Pollard. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
11 yards and a Panther first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
He's got a 133.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
He's checking. Crash.
Hey, alert.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Regular.
Hey, watch that.
Throwing, Mayfield. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And an alley to run. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tony Pollard with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
King.
To throw, Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First and 10.
You got 4.
49.
You got 4. Slam. Check.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Slam.
Alert. Bravo.
54.
Mayfield looks to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Hey, Haywood.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Benjamin's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Watch out.
Mayfield down. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be caught. Panthers touchdown. It's Benjamin with a grab. Kelvin Benjamin. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious from both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 31-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Run for Pollard. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
King.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield.
Check 24, check 24. Slam.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Check 37, check 37.
Mayfield to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
54 Mike. It's our field.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch the
Watch out! Watch out!
2nd and 14.
Check, check, check.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Defense wins championships, baby.
2nd and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. 20, 10, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Shrugs off another. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
There's a lot of good on that play when we see the big fella take it and rumble into the secondary. But how about the big part of it, taking care of the football? He doesn't carry it very often, but when he does, he's got to make sure that he doesn't get it popped free. Unlike Mike Tolbert in Super Bowl 50, carrying the ball popped free, turnover, and it hurt his team.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On second down, Mayfield again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up fourth down. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, this from 48. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down now, it's Carson. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
At the 46-yard line.
They run again with Carson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It was Damon Harrison on the stop. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, QB, come on.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain, the 8th play of the drive. Charles, you'd said